Hey guys, welcome back to Car Crazy Ken's garage and another update on 1593 Rat Rod. So we're doing a weathering effect on it, and tell you what I did. First we went through with the light colored, kind of light brown paint, shot it on the areas where I want it to show weathering, and then I sprinkled on cat litter. Sorry, Shredder. Stole some of your. My cat's name is Shredder, and I stole some of her cat litter. I'm pretty sure she won't be too mad at me. So, yeah. So we sprinkle it on. What you do is you take water. I have a squirt bottle here. You spray the area, and you sprinkle on the cat litter. And then what you do? Can you wait? I don't know, a couple hours, whatever, and then you hit it with your darker color. This is not quite dry yet, but you take a scrub. So this is not quite dry yet, but you see you get the pitted effect on there. So you see that the pit, you see the lighter color under there gives it that effect of weathering, like rust on there. Paint is not really that dry yet. Still quite soft, so I like to wait a little bit longer before I do this. But yeah, so basically after paint is nice and dry, of course, and you scrub it down with your scrub and get rid of all the cat litter. You can basically use salt too in the model building community. You can use hairspray, salt, whatever. Coarse salt does a really good job getting the effect. Also, you can chip at it too. You can use actually hairspray and go back and chip at it, and you'll get the effect that you want too, right? I find this method works really well. So, anyways, the whole top of the truck is done the same way, because that's the effect we wanted. Still a bit tacky. I don't want to touch it too much. So the whole top of the truck is done the same way. So. Yeah, wear a damn mask. Well, I'm wearing a mask, but it's not good enough. But once I paint the whole truck, I have to get my proper respirator and protect my lungs a bit more. So, but yeah. So basically, the areas where I got the most sunshine and everything is where the most weathering is where you put the salt in the double colors, right? Multiple layer color. This side's not done yet because I finished this here tonight. So, I mean, you think about where the sun's been beating on it, and that's where you're gonna see most of your weathering, right? Makes sense, right? So yeah. So everything's done on the doors here, same way. The weathering will be onto here, and the back fenders here, the same thing, right? So I've got you can see the layers on the fence. Like you see, there's 3 steps there, and you put the weathering on those steps, right? So that's the idea. That's the look I'm going after. So. Shouldn't be touching it too much because it's paint is still very, very soft. So after the paint does harden up and you get a nice look, and you go through with 220 or 300 sandpaper, and you scuff it down real good. And then I'll probably end up shooting feathering in the green paint. I bought some green paint. There's all trim clad stuff. I always use trim clad stuff on these hot rods. So it works the best because that's what they used back in the old days. They used barn paint, and that's what they used. Even, just the way it is. So gloss green. I'm gonna try to find a flattening agent. I've seen something on Amazon. See if I can get my hands on it. And you just puts it and makes it flat. So I didn't have it yet, and I got really excited, and I started painting. So, but probably be using my big gun or whatever, and just feather it in. All right. So we'll be feathering the paint in, the green paint in. After this has been sanded and everything, you get the nice weathering detail right now. Feather the green paint in to give it that effect, right? On this here, on the main outside, it'd be the paint, but on top it's weathered, right? Can make sense. So just kind of feather the paint in. Anybody who's a body man, painter, you know what I'm talking about. So, but most guys who are building hot rods know about feathering paint. So it is what it is. So anyways, coming along pretty good. So I just want to make a little update video on that. Still want to finish up the front end here. I got this little piece in here last night. It's all tight in there. It's not going nowhere. I'm gonna sand this down, and the grill I'm gonna leave the way it is. And actually, I'm going to paint. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the green paint and feather it in, and just leave this part of the grill red. Just kind of feather it in, right? Kind of, feather the paint in. I know it sounds weird, but it's just the way it is. Same with here, right? The red's still on the fender there. I'm gonna leave that. Just kind of feather the paint in to give it that multicolor as I want. It'll be the same here. Well, maybe not on the majority of the cab, but it's gonna be painted green. But back of the box, gonna leave it the way it is. So yeah, it's gonna look pretty gnarly. So I did locate a truck. I'm probably going to look at it this weekend. It's a 93 Chevy 3/4 1-ton dually, 2-wheel drive. It's what I want. Big block in it. So, yep, a really sweet looking truck. So I think it's something I could put a lot of effort into and give it my own personality. It's a really sexy looking truck. I really like it. It's mostly original, and I really like it. So, but it's gonna be my work truck, pull truck, whatever. So then we can get the drivetrain for this baby and get it on the go. So anyways, that's that there. Anyway, so thanks for watching my video. If you have any questions about doing weathering on rat rods and so forth, chime in, send me a message on the video and explain a little more detail. But you do these things, you do whatever the hell you want with them. I'm just giving it the effect I want. So it's too shiny, way too shiny. So, but yeah, it's still painted, still tacky. So alright guys, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more updates on 1593 Rat Rod. Bye for now. So here's an update on the after scrubbing off the cat litter of paint. Can't know if I'll focus on that or not. Kind of gives it that pitted finish, sorta. That's what I'm after. So now we need to go through with sandpaper, sand it down, scuff it down a little bit with 220, and then I'm going to cat litter it again and then hit it with green. Just kind of paint like this a little bit to blend it. Heavy green here, and then the roof here. Get the sanded down to get that pitted look. That's what I wanted. So that's that paint underneath that I have there. It's actually, I took some brown and I put white in it to give it, to make it more lighter. So you can see that gives it a different kind of look. So, but there's lots of work to do on it yet. So update. So hopefully this weekend I get the green paint on it. And yeah, so it's come along pretty good. The hood done and the rest of the bodywork done. These fucking fenders, and I'm actually gonna have to prime this and then hit it again. So I'll actually prime it and then go through a bit of brown, get the weathering in here on top of the fenders, and the front I'm gonna finish up the headlight bezels and then prime it, and the front to be mostly be like red and also green. Be green in here, leave this red. So yep, turning out pretty good. So I like it. I like it a lot. Alright guys, stay tuned for more updates on the truck. See ya.